Welcome back to the John Mendola Show here on WILK. 10:23 in the morning, continuing the conversation. The Abington Heights powerlifting team. Head Coach Claude, welcome with us. And Coach Bodie Lecoq, I know you mentioned a little bit earlier, and you said he's pretty much destroying the competition. He's getting a year older, and how much more dedication are you seeing? Or pretty much with the Lecoqs, you're getting everything from those guys.
Oh, yes. Bodie, though, has the advantage that Dalton never had. He started with us, I think, in 6th grade. So by the time he came in high school, he was well-versed and trained and doing the lifts properly and everything like that. To mention, he was put on the U.S. team last year, competed in Canada, won the world title as a 53-kilo sub-junior lifter. Coming down to the last lift, beating another lifter from Japan. But Bodie will be going to Sweden in June to defend his world championship title, and that'll be coming up real soon. And I mean, he's very dedicated, and he knows now when he's starting to overtrain, and even tells me it's time to cut back. You just can't stay at a peak level all the time.
Well, let's welcome in Bodie Lecoq here on the John Mendola Show. Bodie, talk about the fun you're doing with powerlifting. Does it feel fun, or you just kind of show up and make sure you're doing hard work?
Kind of to try and do both. I try and have fun while I'm doing my lifting and try and stay concentrated while I'm still trying to get as much out of it as I can.
Let's talk about baseball. I know your brother played. How serious are you about baseball?
I'm pretty serious, I guess. I don't know. Our team's doing all right this year. We've won quite a few games.
And as far as still looking up, I'm sure, to Dalton and what he's done, talk a little bit about what he's up to. Is he still lifting some weights?
Yeah, Dalton's still lifting. He just competed at the Arnold Sports Festival last April or March, and he did very well there. And he's looking forward to maybe doing a world meet or a national meet pretty soon.
And for you, let's talk about what kind of weight you're pulling, what you're weighing in at, and what kind of weight are you pulling right now?
At high school nationals, I weighed in at 113 pounds and deadlifted 480 pounds.
Whoa, 480. That's unbelievable. Talk about crushing the competition, and I'm sure you're sniffing around. Is that 500-pound thing something you think you might be able to get to?
Yeah, I'm hoping to get 500 at Worlds, but just gotta see how everything plays out.
As far as a coach saying, hey, you know when you're overtraining, you know when you're doing, all the things you're supposed to do or not do. Talk a little bit about listening to your body and being able to have that feel for it.
Well, I mean, past couple meets we've done, we've been pretty much training at almost our highest for a while, and past couple meets I did, my numbers started going down, and I just kind of wanted to take a little break so I could let my muscles, recover.
You still find some time for some hunting and fishing, and you probably hang out with your brother doing that or some family. Talk about being able to do other things just other than powerlifting.
It's kind of fun. Going back out on the farm and just going up hunting in the morning with my brother and my dad, or just coming home after school and going out fishing in some streams, or just going up back behind my house.
All right, sounds great. And as far as school-wise, you're saying you love lunch. Talk a little bit about what it's like to hit the books and do what you have to do to make sure that that next step for you, whatever that is, you'll be okay.
Right now I'm not doing so good in school, but lunch is probably my favorite subject right now.
Coach, what are we going to do to motivate this guy? He's got everything going for him, right? He's a character, huh?
Yeah, we have to keep working on him. I tell him every year after the first 2 weeks school starts, he always tells me he's on the honor roll in the middle of September. So we keep checking after that. But to let powerlifting is real big in college now. It's not controlled by the NCAA, it's controlled by the USAPL, and there are colleges out there that offer scholarships, and they're already looking at Bodie Lecoq. Colleges have approached him already about a full scholarship if he would go to school there and join their powerlifting team. So, we got to keep his subjects up there and, keep them up as good as they are in the second week of September, so that they're the same way in the second week of June. So, he knows what he has to do, and he has to just apply himself a little harder.
Well, working hard, and that's what we like to see. Let's get back over to Bodie. Bodie, let's talk a little bit about just the next step for you and just continuing to go. And as Coach mentioned, colleges are looking at you. You still got some years left there in high school, just a sophomore. But how much more do you see yourself with powerlifting? Do you feel like you just want to keep it going as long as you could and do some great things that your brother did and maybe more?
Yeah, I plan on lifting for as long as my body will allow me. Hopefully one day I'll be able to outpass my brother, but we'll see.
All right, Bodie, we wish you well. Great to catch up with you again.
Thank you.
All right, and Rachel Klein is with us, Coach. Tell us a little bit about Rachel.
Rachel is a good find. Rachel used to participate. She was on a gymnastics team, and for people who aren't aware, gymnastics and powerlifting probably use the same energy systems and, develop your muscles the same way. So there was a lot of carryover from her training she had in gymnastics over to powerlifting. When I first saw Rachel, she reminded me a lot of Christy Palazzano. Christy Palazzano was the first national champion that we had at Abington Heights. She was a female lifter in a little heavier weight class. Oh, I know, it's the same weight class, the 47 kilo weight class. She was our first national champion. And, I'm sure Rachel set her goals to surpass her. And Rachel, still has another year at high school nationals, so she can be the 5th national champion that's been developed at Abington Heights in probably about the last 6 years.
Wow, awesome to hear. Let's welcome in Rachel Klein here on the John Mendola Show. Rachel, talk about the fun that you're having with powerlifting.
I have a lot of fun during powerlifting because our team support and all the activities that we do, and Claude really makes practices fun with our conditioning. Even though we are working hard, he makes the fun still there.
Let's talk about the pole vault, track and field. How serious are you about that?
I train winter and about year-round for that. It's a big part of my life kind of right now because it's in the middle of track season and districts is coming up this week. And I go up to Warwick, New York with another teammate, Danny Hine, and we go up and train twice a week, and it's been very beneficial to the training.
You're doing an awesome job in school. Math 4.0. You want to go to school for architecture. Again, it's your junior year. Talk about being so dedicated as a student.
It's a really big commitment to try to keep your grades up when you have many other things happening, but it has to be a priority. And having a lot of AP classes this year, such as physics and English, you have to still keep that balance and keep your stress level low so you can just succeed and go through and still keep your grades up and keep everything committed.
Favorite lift for you, and is there a number that you hit that you're pretty darn proud of?
My favorite would probably be bench. In September, I was at a national bench competition, and I came first in my weight class, which is the 47 kilos. And at that time in September, I lifted almost 110 pounds, and right now I'm about 120, 125 at my new PR.
All right. Well, you're doing great stuff, Rachel. It's great to hear your story, and keep up the good work, okay?
Thank you.
A junior, Rachel Klein. She's also a track and field pole vaulter. Claude, welcome. Great to see you, as always, with this group of young women. Of course, Bodie Laco, our young man, with us. And keep up the great work. Always great to talk with you.
Oh, thank you very much. And, just to mention one more thing about Rachel, she's also been selected to represent the United States in Panama coming up in the fall. She did turn down the position they offered her to go to Japan coming up this week. She had too much going on at school, but she will be accepting the position to go to Panama to represent the United States in the Pan American Games.
Unbelievable. Well, you're doing great stuff, Claude. Keep it up. And, of course, the student-athletes are following through with that work ethic at Abington Heights. When we come back, Carmen DiFrancesco, Wyoming area track and field. We'll get to both of those next. Let's head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Matt Daly break. Like a good neighbor, Matt Daly in Kingston is there. We'll be back on WILK.